What? Don't judge. If you guys are new to the channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, ring my bell, get my notifications. Throw me a thumbs up and leave a question or comment below so that way I know who you are. Good Friday evening, everybody. Welcome back. How the hell are you now? Fuck, good enough. It doesn't matter. Who the hell cares, right? It doesn't matter. Nobody gives a shit. All right, we're out in the shop tonight. Kind of been putzing in the shop every night for the last few days, but haven't made much for videos. A lot of busy work. Yes, the first thing I would cover is this area here. Built us a nice little snazzy little shelf. And you'll notice we paid a little attention to detail. Instead of just lapping those over the front, I actually took the time and notched it out and then set them so everything's flush and level. Put the hose reel up. I'm currently getting some plumbing done. You can see my airline there. And if we come in here, you can see the airline come across and down here. Well, we need to make a hose that comes off of the shutoff valve and goes to the tank. And this is the cross piece that comes over there. You'll see the T-fitting in it. That'll be a drop down that'll go underneath the bench. And eventually we'll have airlines that come out all the way down there. And then there'll be down in here somewhere. Down there somewhere will be another hose reel. But for the time being, I'm just getting this hooked up. That can wait. I just need to get at least one functioning. But I need to make a bracket, because you'll notice that sticks out from the wall a little bit, which is fine. From the local hardware store, I can order pipe in nominal lengths, not in custom lengths. He doesn't have a threader. He orders them in nominal lengths. Fine. Besides that, I need it to stick out a little bit anyway, so it'll go past the framing in the bench when it goes down here. So it'll work out perfect. You'll also notice we have a sink. Neighbor hooked me up with that. I got some pretty good neighbors. Thanks, guys. I drank the hell out of their beer the other night too. Yeah, last night. That was last night. Anyway. So, we got that installed, made a little frame there with some green treat scraps I had laying around, put a little peg leg on it. Rest of it, good to go. Obviously, I need to hook up water lines and the drain and all that other stuff. A lot of work to come there yet, but we're making a little bit of progress. I got Katie's decoration hung up. Her Valentine's Day gift. What else have I done? Holy shit. Jesus, good Lord. Oh. All right, so having problems sourcing parts for this fucking excavator, but I have a plan, so we'll go over that in a separate video. You'll notice there is an air conditioner to go there. Had every intention, I was planning on buying a new one come early this summer, but boss says, hey, you need an air conditioner for your shop? A couple years old? Yes, I do. Works. Mint. So, that'll be perfect. It's a 110er. It's not a 220 power unit, so it's still rated for more square footage than what I have. It's rated for 2200. We got about 1100, so we're double. Put it on a programmable thermostat. That plugs in, piggybacks into the outlet right there. Good enough. So tonight's project, I need a vise to hold on to some shit so I can make that bracket for the airline, so I'm working on a damn vise. If you remember previously when I got this thing, that jaw was missing. So we did it. We ground a little bit of a ledge in it. See if I can show you there. We ground, because it was just sitting flush on the face, we ground a little bit of a lip for it to sit on. We put in some heavier Allen-headed bolts. You notice I went and flushed those out just a little bit with the grinder. The bolts that were in it, hang on, this junk. Look at that dinky fucking thing. So I upgraded to these. So that was the old one, that's the new one. That's basically as big as I can go without starting to compromise the material that the jaw is made out of, in my opinion. So now my next step is to, Shane just texted me, by the way. Hey Shane, how you doing, buddy? I gotta take these bolts out. These are still the old ones. We're gonna drill and tap that as well. This hunk of shit doesn't have real threads in it. That fell out, so we gotta tap some real threads into that. And then we'll go from there. So, I am gonna see what Shane needs, wants, has, whatever, and then we'll go from there. So catch up with you in a minute. All right, so on the vise here, if you recall, when I looked at this vise before, it didn't have a jaw on the front. We just had the casting and there was no jaw on it, so I took the jaw that was back here and put it on the front. The only problem is these jaws are not all identical, so now this one is raised up. I used the bolt holes that were already drilled in here, and I used the bolt holes in that jaw, so when I bolt that damn thing up, now look at here. Now you can see this one's even cast deeper, just to keep the damn thing down where it is. Not the end of the world. For the time being, I'm going to use it like it is, but when I get a chance, I don't have all this other stuff here, because, you know, organization. I'll take the grinder and just grind that down flat so we have one true continuous surface there. I took some 1/2-inch bolts and bolted the damn thing down, and we'll see how it goes. The other thing we got to work on this, besides this jaw, is if we loosen this thing up, you can see that doesn't, I don't really care for that. We need to have a lot closer, a lot tighter tolerances in there. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to start doing some work on the body of that thing, on the beam, I guess you'd say. Maybe that's the technical definition of it. I don't know. I'm not a vise expert, but we'll do some work on that thing, get tightened up and straightened out and all that stuff, and I think it'll serve us pretty well. If not, we'll shit can it, scrap it, and put it in a different one. Not the end of the world. So, it's well after midnight at this point. I'm going to go in the house, grab a hot shower, a cold glass of milk. Support your local dairy farmers if you can. And hit the hay. Tomorrow, we got a fence. Well, good Saturday morning, everybody. How's everybody today? Good enough? Good enough. Something. Oh, a little fuzz on you there. You're getting a little hairy too. Okay, so last night after too many hours at work, too many hours in the shop, and too many beers in my belly, I decided to buy pigs. Thanks, Shane. Asshole. So, as if I didn't have enough stuff to do, I have to get the cattle fence done today. That doesn't matter, it's mandatory. They have to go out here in the next day or two. They go on pasture. Not all of it. We got some that's way better than the other, so we'll make it work. We'll make it work. We'll be fine. But what we're going to have to do is I set this up for that calf. Unfortunately, didn't make it. Now it's going to have to be set up for some damn pigs. So we're going to clean up the back of this. We're going to pen across that garbage. And we're going to box this in right here in this area. So they got a little outside place to move around and a little inside place for shelter. Whatever. Eventually all this shit needs to go. And if we're going to have a few pigs from time to time, we're going to build a different little pig barn, but that'll fucking work for now. It's good enough. I also have to get a fucking chicken coop built here in the next month. So, I got chicks coming on the 21st. Son of a bitch. Alright. Stop fucking around. Don't talk. Put your feet on the ground. Get your ass to work. Let's go. We gotta go. I'll go show you what the plan is for today. Sort of. I'll sort of show you what the plan is. Up there behind Brilliant Cult of Mulcher, there's a big fucking pile of barbed wire. That needs to get turned into fence today. So, start off the morning. Katie's getting cracking on some breakfast. And I have to clean that out, organize that, get that ready to go. Once that's ready to go, we'll start stringing some fence, all that happy stuff, and get this thing, get the fence done so I can get on to another project. That's another project that we got to make ourselves a water trailer, because some of these paddocks, you guess you'd call them, don't have access to fresh water. There's water in every one of them, but it's not fresh water. I always want them to have fresh water, so we're gonna make a water trailer. Yay for frickin' me, right? Yay for frickin' me. So we got a lot of projects coming here, a lot of videos coming for you. Hope you guys like what we're doing. If so, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Ring that bell, get my notifications. Leave a question or comment down below. Wednesday night live streams, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time. Stop in and say hi. Grab a beverage, sit down and enjoy it. We'll have a good time. I gotta get to work, guys. We'll see you again next time.